If you're worried about the impact of AI on your career, then keep watching. AI is everywhere. It writes, it paints, it designs, it sings, it even talks like us sometimes. And this has made a lot of people ask this singular question: will AI replace me? Well, I've come for you today. I've come to give you 7 solid skills you must have in order for you to get yourself out of the zone of asking that question. I've come to allay those fears. But before we dive into all the content of the video, let me just tell you this for a fact. AI cannot replace you. Not now, not ever. Why? Because as human, you have something no algorithm can copy. Not in this world or in the world to come. So, like I said, in this video, I'll be showing you 7 skills you must possess in order for you not to be in that zone of fear. And yes, these things cannot be learned or copied by AI. So let's dive into these 7 skills you must groom as human so you won't live in the zone of fear. So the first skill is intuition and imagination. AI is powerful, but it only works with what it already knows, which is humans. We imagine things that don't exist yet. We create worlds that have never been dreamt of. And the truth is, we are the pattern creators. We are the trend setters. And AI just copy trends or copy patterns to make, in quotes now, new trends. And that is why the world had Steve Jobs and not Siri. And that is why also the world began with daring individuals and not data sets. The truth is, your imagination is irreplaceable. It may look like, yes, this AI, can think about, things like you can impute, futuristic idea of something. It was fetched from previous data sets that have been created by humans. So AI is not as intuitive as humans. The second skill you must have is emotional intelligence. This is very important. AI can analyze tone and even simulate empathy. The truth is, AI cannot feel. It doesn't feel. It doesn't have emotional intelligence. It doesn't feel joy, heartbreak, pain, love. It doesn't feel any of those things. So when you speak to someone, your joy, your sadness, your happiness, everything that your humanity encompasses is communicated to whoever is listening to you. See, AI cannot do that. It can only simulate probably the voice that such a person should have, but it cannot pour out its heart. Why? Because it has no emotional intelligence. And when it comes to, things like branding, designing, putting emotional intelligence into creating brands, AI cannot do that. Why? Because it cannot relate with your target audience. It cannot relate with people that are concerned with that brand. And this is it. Emotions are lived. Emotions can never be programmed. That is second reason why AI cannot replace you as human. The third reason is original creativity. Like I said in the first point, AI only copy patterns. We are the humans. We create the patterns. We create the foundation of the world. And AI comes to copy these things to create new, inventions, in quotes. So it's iterations of human creations to create something that looks new. AI creates by remixing, but real creativity is created in chaos. It's born in mistakes, wild curiosity, and taking risks. AI doesn't take risks like the human would, and that is why it cannot have emotional intelligence to tell you, okay, this was how I felt when I took this risk, or this was how I felt when I was doing this task or that task. So think about the first jazz musician, harmonizing or probably improvising the music. Think about the very first, painter that is painting something on the paintbrush or on the canvas. There is no algorithm, or let me say there was no algorithm to tell them how to do that. It was their human mind and their curiosity that made them do those things. And the truth is, human creativity is priceless, and no AI can copy that. The fourth point is storytelling and meaning making. This is the truth. AI can only give information, but only humans can give true meaning. AI can tell history, can tell stories, and tell you, what happened in the year 1960 and all that, but humans give meanings and emotions to stories. See, two people can tell you the same story, probably one AI written story and one human to read that same story. The truth is the AI cannot pour its heart into that story. So we just don't share facts as humans. We share why it matters. And if we're going to direct it to branding, the truth is you need to learn how to tell a story with your customers, with yourselves, and with your products. Like the last brand alchemy, we mentioned that the customer is the hero of the story. Your AI doesn't understand that. You need to feed it information to tell it that, okay, this is what I want. And even after the AI, puts out the story for you, you still need to work the story with your human emotion so you can relate with your target audience. The fifth point is values and judgment. AI doesn't have any values. It just reflects the data it's been trained on over a certain period of time. And, the biases that it's been fed, and that is all. But you, as human, you have principles. You can choose to stand for justice, for truth, for love, and even identity. AI has no identity per se. You can create art that, challenges power, that speaks against something, but AI doesn't have that capability, and that's still because it doesn't have emotional intelligence. AI cannot risk being unpopular or being, jailed for speaking up for the truth, but you as human can actually risk that, and that is what makes you human. So you have values and you have judgments that AI doesn't have. Probably the greatest value AI has is what is fed into it that, it tells you that, probably you want to copy something copyrighted. It's going to tell you, I currently cannot do that because it's against, my terms and condition and blah, blah, blah. That's probably the highest value. And maybe adult content, some, AI are not developed to, display adult content and all those things. So, but be sure to know that AI doesn't have values or judgment on its own. And the sixth point is strategic thinking, critical thinking, and problem solving. See, AI is brilliant and it solves problems that already have solutions by just dragging data from different places and, putting them together. And this data have been formed by humans over, a certain period of time. But when it comes to things that are unclear, uncertain, or probably misty, AI cannot proceed. And that is where your intuitiveness as human comes in. That is where the human mind comes in to strategically think, dissect, and, make good critical analysis of the problem to aid problem solving. We adapt, we make judgment calls, we have visions, we have missions, we have a roadmap. And without these things, AI cannot even understand where it's going or where it's coming from. And it's humans that provide all these data sets for the AI to be able to solve problems. So as human, you should be on your own, able to solve problems and think critically and strategically, even as touching your brand, your career, a client, or your everyday life. So it's important to know that strategy is not just about being technical. It involves being visionary and it involves deep thinking. And these things AI doesn't have. And of course, the seventh and the last point, the human experience. AI does not have human experience. The human experience is largely tied to emotional intelligence, and AI doesn't understand what it means to lose a loved one, the joy of carrying a newborn baby, the joy of, getting a new car, a new house, the joy of getting married. AI doesn't understand all that at all. The truth is, your imagination is the king, and AI cannot beat that. No algorithm can replicate how you feel about something or about a loved one. Your vision, your creativity, your strategy tells the entire story. And strategy is not only about, technicals and all the, data set and all that. It also has, the soft side, the emotional side that we push in as humans. The joy, the tears, the pain, and everything that is, attached to human experiences. So every story you tell, every design you make, every music you make, any creative thing you do, anything you do at all, your flavor is part of it. It is lived by your flavor experience, and no AI can replicate that. No AI can beat that. So in conclusion, AI cannot replace you. It's only meant to assist you achieve what you need to achieve. So don't let a machine replace you, right? You know, in the design space, we always tell people not to let in fact, the computer cannot think for you. The software doesn't think for you. You need to understand what you want to achieve from the get-go, the things that you want to, work on before you even jump on the software, because the software will never think for you. It's what you put in that it gives you back, right? Your input is equal to your output. So if this message blessed you and you really, really got, some gems, all you need to do is just subscribe or probably leave a comment, and of course, share with a friend that needs to hear this. Thank you for joining again. See you in the next video. Peace out.